Hello everyone. Tonight we are going to be doing a 45-minute yoga flow. I'm going to be your instructor, Mackenzie Jones. And for this flow, if you would like, we're going to be using a block or a prop. If you don't have a block, you can use something like a water bottle or anything else that you can kind of lift off that's about this height. We're going to go ahead and just get started in a nice comfortable seat tonight. So you can all go ahead and find your yoga mat and we will get started. So nice comfortable seat here. Go ahead and find your sits bones and ground them into the mat. Your legs can come across in front of you. Your hands can come and just rest gently on your knees. We're going to take the first few moments of class to just center in, get our mind and body ready to move. You can feel free to close your eyes and just let your thoughts flow freely. Let your breath be authentic, not changing it in any way. Noticing kind of what you're thinking about. Maybe it's some things to do off your to-do list. Maybe you're thinking about the start of a new school year. Go ahead and bring some awareness to some of those thoughts that you're having. And then we'll take some time to bring some awareness to your surroundings. Maybe noticing any sounds in the room. Or noticing the light. Let it be shining through, awakening your mind and body. And then bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. We're going to take some deep breaths here. So on your next inhale, deep inhale through the nose, fill up that belly. Your bottom hand moves your top hand. Try to keep that nice and still so you're really breathing in through the diaphragm. Good, exhale, bring your belly button back towards your spine. Good, just breathing through the nose here for the first few breaths. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Good, another deep breath. And exhale. Good, maybe this time making your breath nice and loud. Inhale deeply. Exhale, keep that mouth closed. Good, one more deep breath. Biggest breath yet. And exhale, bring that belly button back towards your spine. Good, hands can come back to your knees. You can open your eyes. Just start to roll the shoulders down your back. Making some circles. Good, then change directions, maybe bringing your shoulders forward this time. And then come back to center. You're going to find one end of your mat. Go ahead and extend one knee out, and then bring this other leg back behind. So you're kind of sitting on one hip here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to open up the hips here today dynamically and strengthen a little bit through them as well. So go ahead and start to kind of rotate the hips around so you're sitting on the other side. And then rotate back. We're going to do this a few times. Your hands can come to support behind your back. We're working on a little bit of internal rotation, a little bit of external rotation. Good, next time your knees fall over to the left, drop them down and then try to see if you can use the strength of your legs, but if you need to press up a little bit, you're going to use the strength of your legs to pull you up kind of on top of your knees. So you're using a lot of glutes here. Good, and then go ahead and sit back down, rotate over to the other side. We're really challenging our glutes here, our hip flexors. Good, one more to each side. Good, when you get back to center, extend both legs out long, coming into a nice V-sit. Reach your arms overhead. And then you can reach down towards your right foot. Rotate your spine over so that your chin is over your knee. And then just let your head hang nice and heavy. Good, start to rock your hands back up. Take that over to the other side, arms overhead. And then start to fold over that left leg. Good, bring yourself back up. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Roll off onto your back. Bring both knees towards your chest. Good, you can start to kind of massage out the low back by rocking side to side. Good, give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Bring those knees in towards your chest. And then you're gonna start to rock and roll up the length of your mat. Once you've built up enough momentum, you can cross those ankles and come on over to your hands and knees. So you can bring your shoulders directly over your wrists. Your knees are underneath your hips. Nice neutral spine here. We're gonna take just a few cat-cows, so adding some movement to our breath. Your inhale, you'll drop that belly low and look up. And then exhale, round that back, tuck your tailbone under. Good, inhale, drop that belly, look up. Exhale, squeeze the air out of your lungs. Good, inhale, drop that belly, look up. Take a few more just at your own pace. Good, next time you're ready, tuck those toes underneath you. Nice neutral spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. Tailbone reaches back. You're gonna lift your knees just an inch off the mat. It's gonna add a little bit of load to your arms. You should feel the core start to kick on and engage. And then when you're ready, start to press into those hands, bring those hips high towards the ceiling. Take some time here to just pedal it out. Good, bend into both knees. Feel a nice stretch on the back of the hamstrings, back of the calf. Good, if you've never taken a class with me before yet, welcome first. Secondly, we go through a couple of sun salutations. You'll catch on really quick. That's how we start every flow. And then we move on to a different flow after that. So when you're ready, let's firm up that foundation, that downward facing dog. Tuck your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Pull your heels down towards the mat. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Let a nice exhale out. Good, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale, send your right toes up towards the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your toes. You're gonna drop that back knee, nice deep lunge. Inhale, arms come overhead. Good, nice deep stretch in the front of the hip. You don't feel it as much. Come a little bit out of it and then tilt those hips back. Should start to open up that front. Good, take a deep breath in, look up towards your hands. Exhale, drop the hands, step your left toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to your shins. Crown of the head reaches long, flat back. Exhale, fold down and bend your knees. Inhale, arms come all the way overhead. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Good, inhale, reach those arms overhead. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift again, flat back. Exhale, plant those hands, step both toes back, coming into your high plank pose. Once you get here, you can drop those knees on top of your toes, and then slowly, keeping your elbows at your sides, lower down towards the ground. Inhale, press into those hands, reach your chest forward. Exhale, tuck those back toes, and press your hips up to a downward facing dog. Good, inhale, left toes high. Exhale, step it through. Drop that back knee. Hook your thumbs and rise. Deep stretch to the other side. Good, look at your hands. Inhale. Exhale, plant those hands, step your right toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, arms overhead, circling them. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, plant those hands, step those toes back, drop the knees, untuck your toes, and exhale as you slowly lower down. Good, inhale, shine that chest forward. Exhale, hips go high for downward facing dog. Doing that again on the other side, adding in a couple of things. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, step it through, drop that back knee. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, open up the arms. Make them a goal post. And then shine your chest forward. So maybe bring your shoulder blades together, opening up that front of the chest. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, plant those hands, step the toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, arms will come overhead. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands. Step the toes back to your high plank pose. Engage your core here. Bring your belly button to your spine. You can keep the knees lifted if you'd like. You're slowly going to come down to a half plank. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck those toes. Hips go high. Inhale, left toes. Exhale, step it through. Drop the back knee. Hook your thumbs and rise. And then open the arms again once more. Good, reach those arms overhead. Exhale, plant the hands, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, arms come overhead, coming all the way up to standing. Hands come through to heart center. Good, take a moment here to just close your eyes. Get a sense for feeling the ground underneath your feet. Wherever you're practicing, hopefully you can feel a little bit more grounded tonight after moving and flowing atop of the earth. Good, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, open your mouth this time and sigh it out. Good, reach the arms overhead. Hands go high. Exhale, forward fold. Good, separate your feet about hips width distance. And you're just gonna grab hold of one elbow and then the other. So opposite hand, opposite elbow for a little ragdoll pose. See if you can really let yourself go in this. So you can bend those knees as much as you need. And then just let your head hang nice and heavy. Maybe you find a nice flow from side to side. Maybe you rock forward and then back. Good, if you notice any areas of tension where you're holding on, see if you can take a nice deep inhale, send that breath to that area. Exhale, as you let your breath go, let a little bit more of that tension go. Good, bring your feet to touch at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands. We'll move through a chaturanga. So option to take any variation that I taught you. Dropping the knees, keeping the knees lifted. or you can always just press back to downward facing dog. So slowly exhale, bend those elbows back. Inhale, brings your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right toes go high. Bend the knee, and this time you're going to open up the hip, letting that left hip really open up. Front of the right hip is also stretching. Good option to circle out that ankle. Good, come back to center, square up those hips with your mat. And then exhale, step that right foot between your hands. Keep that back leg nice and lifted. Inhale, right fingertips are gonna go high for a low lunge twist. Good, exhale, right hand down to the mat. Straighten both legs and fold. You're gonna also take a nice deep step in to kind of shorten your stance. And then just let your head hang nice and heavy. Maybe you look up towards your belly button. Good, let's check into the hips. See if you can pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Kind of deepening this a little bit more. Good, inhale, bend that front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Good, inhale, bend that front knee and look forward. If you have a block with you that you want to use, place that in front of your right foot now. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend that front knee, look forward. Place your hands on the block, and then lift those left toes off the mat. Good, standing splits. Your hands can come to the ground if you feel more stable that way. Keeping them on your block. And we'll check in with all of these pieces to make this a nice strong pose. So nice and stable through the standing leg. You can have a little bend in that knee. And then press that floating heel towards the back of the room to wake up that left leg. Good, exhale, you're gonna drop that left toe down. Windmill arms up overhead. Swivel that back heel down, come into your warrior two. Good, maybe you need to take a little deeper stance. Good, nice deep bend into that front knee. Nice straight back leg, arms can reach to both ends of the room. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's check into the shoulders, see if you can relax those shoulders down. Good, inhale, you'll reverse your warrior. Left hand to your low back, right hand high. Exhale, come back to center. Straighten that front leg. Reach those right fingertips forward. We're coming down to our triangle pose. So you can touch the ground if you would like. You can keep that block handy to kind of rest your hand on. Or you can kind of use your core to float. A lot of options here. Good, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, come back up to center, deep bend in the front knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior, right fingertips high. Exhale, windmill those arms down to the mat. Good, walk your hands to the inside of your right foot. Drop that left knee down. We're gonna take this stretch just a little bit deeper, so both hands are inside of that right foot. You can walk that right foot out a little bit more if you'd like. Couple of options here. You can stay here, getting a nice deep stretch into that hip flexor, or you can try to come down onto your forearms, deepening this stretch a little bit more. You can also tuck those back toes and lift that back knee off the mat. A few different options. Good, wherever you are, start to make your way onto your palms. Tuck those back toes under so that you're coming into a nice covered deep lunge. And then right toes are going to step back and you'll move through your flow. Very nice. We're going to take that on the other side. Inhale, your left toes will go nice and high. Bend that knee and open up the hip. Option 2, circle out that ankle. Good, ensuring that both palms are still planted into the mat. Come back to center, square out those hips. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Keep that back knee lifted, nice and straight, lift that back knee. And then slowly let those left fingertips float towards the ceiling. Deep, low lunge twist. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, the left hand comes down to the mat. Straighten both legs and fold. Good, bring that left hip back in space. Square off those hips a little bit. Inhale, bend that left knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, bend the knee, look forward, place your block there if you need it. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, bend that front knee, place your hands out in front of you, coming into your standing splits. Nice, strong back leg. Press that heel into the back of the room. Good, see if you can let your head hang towards the ground just a little bit more. And exhale those right toes down, swivel that back heel. Windmill the arms coming up to your warrior 2. Good, get nice and settled here, nice and comfortable. Wide stance, good front knee. Reaches towards the left side of your mat. So try to see if you can get that knee over that left pinky toe. Reach the arms out nice and long. Shoulders are directly over your hips. And then I always say, just bring a smile to this pose. Sometimes we get a little stressed out. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Your inhale is going to bring your left hand nice and high. Right hand behind your back. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, come back to center. Straighten that front leg. Reach long first. Nice long abdomen. And then reach that left finger down, coming into your triangle pose. When you get here, see if you can open those collarbones to the side in the front of the room. Good, using your core, pull yourself back up to your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left fingertips high. Exhale, windmill those arms down, bring it down to the inside of your left foot. You can kind of bring that left foot out just a little bit more. Nice and wide stance. Good. Option to drop that knee, coming into a nice deep hip flexor stretch. And you can take any variation that maybe you were working on earlier. So maybe you're playing around with coming down to your forearms. We'll be here for just 3 more breaths. Good, when you're ready, bringing your hands back underneath you. Lift that back leg off the mat. Step those left toes back and move through your flow. Awesome, we're gonna go through that once more, but this time just a little bit faster. So when you're ready, inhale, that right toe goes nice and high. Exhale, open up the hip, bend that knee. Scorpion dog. Inhale, come back to center, square up those hips. Exhale, step it through, reach that right fingertip high. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Straighten both legs and fold. Inhale, bend that front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, bend that knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Good, last time, preparing for half splits, bend that knee, and then lift those left toes off the mat. Good, reach that left heel towards the back of the room, wake that leg up. Exhale, drop those left toes down, swivel that back heel, and then windmill arms open for warrior two. Good, inhale, reverse your warrior, right fingertips go high. Exhale, come back to center, straighten that front leg, triangle pose. Take a nice deep breath here, and exhale. Inhale brings you back up to your warrior two. And reverse your warrior, right fingertips high. Exhale, windmill those arms down to the mat. Bring them to the inside of your right leg. Good, take just a few moments here to breathe through this pose. Good, when you're ready, tuck those back toes under, step your right toes back, and let's go through your vinyasa flow. Remember that you can always meet us in downward facing dog. Good, inhale, send your left toes high, bend that knee and open the hip. Inhale, three-legged dog, square off those hips. Exhale, step that foot between your hands, left fingertips reach up high. Exhale, drop that left arm down, straighten both legs and fold. Good, inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Two bends, and then we'll move into standing splits. Good, inhale, bend that knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Good, last one. Inhale, bend that knee, look forward. Right toes lift off, coming into your standing splits. Good, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, drop those toes. Bring that right heel down to the mat. Inhale brings you up into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come back to center, straighten your front leg, reach forward and then down. Coming into your triangle pose. Good, nice deep breath in. Exhale, brings you back up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, left fingertips high. Exhale, drop those arms, step your left toes back. Oh, sorry. Actually, keep your left foot up there. Take that nice deep lizard pose. Good, whenever you're ready, bring those hands back underneath you. Left toes reach back. Exhale, move through your flow. Good, when you get to downward facing dog, take some time to just pedal it out. Good, separate your feet so they're about hips width distance. We're gonna do a couple of down dog toe taps, getting the core activated. When you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and lift that right fingertip off the mat, reach towards your left ankle. Good, bring it back, and then left hand reaches towards right. Exhale as you reach back. Inhale as you come forward. Good, try to see if you can pick up the pace a little bit. Good, one more to each side. And downward facing dog. Drop your knees down. Send your hips to your heels for a nice child's pose here. Go let your forehead rest on the mat. If child's pose bothers you at all, you can put a pillow underneath your knees. You can put a pillow underneath your hips. Try to make this comfortable for what is the best for your body. Good, slowly start to walk your hands over to the left top corner of your mat. And then just sink into this pose. You should feel a nice side body stretch. Good, and then slowly walk over to the other side. Good, come back to center. And slowly make your way to a nice comfortable seat. Wherever you are, get your space set up for a nice Shavasana here tonight. So if you need any pillows or blankets, feel free to grab them now. And to start, before we lay down, we're just going to close our eyes and bring one hand to our heart and one to our chest. And take 5 more of those nice deep breaths. So your inhale comes through your nose. And exhale, keeping your mouth closed. Good, your bottom hand should be moving, your top hand nice and still. Take 3 more just like that. Very nice, wherever you are. Feel free to stay here if you'd like. Otherwise, you can make your way down to your final resting posture. Go ahead and let your legs extend out nice and long. Your hands can come to both sides of your body and just kind of let them relax into the ground. Maybe reposition your shoulder blades so that they're underneath you a little bit more, opening up that front of the chest. Good. Your mouth, nice and gentle, closed. Your breath goes back to its natural state. Your eyes can close. See if you can take these last few moments of class to just fully be present, not worrying about anything that you have coming up later tonight or tomorrow. Just let your body fully rest for just a moment. As always, you can stay here for as long as you need. But if you're ready to move on with your night, we'll slowly get out of this pose. We'll begin by just wiggling our toes and our fingers. And then when you're ready, you can start to send your arms overhead for a nice long body stretch. Bending your knees up towards your chest, bring your arms to cross in front of them. Bring your knees in. And then slowly you can roll off onto one side. Then go ahead and slowly just push yourself up to a nice, comfortable seat. Good. Your hands can come to rest on your knees, or they can come to touch in front of your heart. Your eyes can be nice and closed, or you can just gently open them, looking out into the distance. And tonight, I just want to say, bringing yourself a gentle reminder to the start of a new season, to show yourself love and compassion as you navigate this new time of the year. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We hope you have a great rest of your week, and we will see you soon. Namaste.